And I think we're live. Hi, thanks for joining me. My name is Barry Selby. Welcome to my daily Facebook Live talk. By way of introduction, before we get started, my name is Barry Selby. As I said, I am a passionate champion of the divine feminine and a best-selling author, speaker, and relationship attraction expert, helping strong, successful business women attract the love they truly deserve. That's a different way of putting it. Okay, it comes out that way. Today's topic is part of an ongoing series of talks. This is, by the way, number 117. Yes, 117. In an ongoing series of talks called Messages from the Masculine to Inspire the Feminine Heart. And today's talk is, what would you sacrifice for love? And it's going to sound crazy, but what inspired me was I actually I snuck out today and went and watched, hi Claudia, nice to have you here, thanks for joining me. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is actually originally broadcast on Facebook Live, so people are interacting here, which you won't get to do on YouTube. You can also put comments below and I can respond to them. Same on Facebook Live. If you're watching in the replay, you can also put comments in, I'll respond. If you're live, you can interact directly. How about that? So I went out today to go see Kingsman, the Golden Circle, which happens to be a very silly movie. I happen to enjoy it because I like the first one. But some of the things in the movie hit me about what people choose to sacrifice, either for love or to avoid love. And I thought, there's a good topic. Let's talk about that. So that's today's topic. And I want to speak to a couple of aspects, because when people say, what do you sacrifice for love? It's like, well, what are you giving up? As in, are you giving up things you love, or giving up things that you just don't feel like you should give up to do it? Because the thing about it is, when you sacrifice habits that you got into because you were single to be in a healthy relationship, that may be a good thing. Because you can also do sacrifices that are giving up your passions in life for your partnership, and they may be a bad thing. So sacrificing has a good and bad side, so I want to make sure you get clear. I'm not saying which is right, which is wrong. It's more about, for your consideration, what is it that you would be willing to sacrifice to be in a relationship that you truly want to be in? Not any relationship, but the one you truly want to be in. Now, I'm trusting that if you're watching this, you have a desire for a healthy and conscious and expansive relationship versus something convenient and comfortable and boring. At least I hope so. If you're watching my videos, I hope that would inspire you to do that. It's what I talk about all the time. So if that's the case, then what you're sacrificing may be lesser than. Now, I want to speak to one of the things I just mentioned about how people sacrifice their passions and drive in life for a relationship. Because some of us, I was like this, are wired with the idea that you can have a relationship, or you can have certain things in life that are fulfilling. Those things could be freedom to do whatever you want, which tends to be one of those things that people were not willing to give up for a relationship, or will give up that for a relationship. I think that made sense. In addition, there are things that you would give up to have a healthy, conscious, and expansive relationship that are worthy sacrifices. Maybe you have gotten to a place where you okay, let's go down the dark side for a moment. Maybe you drink yourself silly every night because you're lonely, and so when you find a healthy relationship, you give that up. I would like to think you get some help in between, and some support in between being addicted to some sort of substance and being in a healthy relationship. It isn't your partner's job to help you fix that, by the way. That's another thing. Some people think that when I meet the right person, they'll help me give up my vices or my bad habits. It ain't their job. There are other things that people give up. Well, there was nothing sort of going on to again about mission and purpose. If you are driven by a drive to do something big in the world, and you feel like you're going to give it up to be in a relationship, that relationship does not deserve you. Let me say that one again. I didn't think I came clear on that one. If you have something where you really have a passion and a devotion to do in the world, some service, some focus, some passion, purpose, mission, whatever that is, and to be in a certain relationship, you'd have to give that up. I would strongly suspect that that relationship does not serve you. Because I strongly suspect if you really have a drive for something that's going to make a difference, what's in you needs to be expressed for the greater good of the planet. And if that person can't handle that, that person doesn't deserve to be with you. Now, I can almost, yes, I need to say this for myself. I've been single for over 10 years because of that. I've not been willing to settle for a relationship that would pull me out of my focus from my work. In fact, I haven't been willing to choose to take a regular 9-to-5 job as that will pull me away from my work as well. What I do for my life, my work, and my purpose is more important than anything else. And if she, my future partner, wants to join me in that, absolutely great. But if they don't, sorry, I'm sticking to my work. My focus is more important. Now, for most men, this is a priority. For women, you have an ability to do both fairly easily, to have a certain fluidity to be able to do both fairly well. Now, men and women all have callings. We're all here on the planet for reasons. So to give up anything of that, your drive, your calling, your purpose in the world, for any relationship, is a deal breaker. Plain and simple. It's a red flag, to say it that way. So my position on this may be matching what you're thinking too. Maybe it doesn't. But I wanted to put this out there as a topic to discuss and think about. Is for some of us, we give up things that aren't healthy. Some of you things are healthy. So Karen, you said, I've gotten into a certain flow with my singledom, and someone would need to be very special in order for me to enter into a committed relationship. That's exactly right, yeah. Now, Karen, if that certain flow in your singledom is constructive, positive, adding to your life and keeping you healthy and strong and fit and vital in the world, great. If a certain flow is a negative one, then maybe you want to reconsider. Now, I'm guessing you're the former, just to be clear. But for those watching who are reading that comment, I want to make sure you get to see both sides of the coin, because there are two sides to this conversation. There are things where being single is actually a healthier way for you to be, to work on yourself, to heal yourself, to be more in love with who you are, so when you choose a relationship, it's additive to that. But there are also people who are avoiding relationship because they're afraid to open up, they're afraid to be vulnerable, they're afraid to be, so Karen, yeah, it's a mixed bag, right, good and bad. Well, it's the thing, is that me too. I mean, I'm saying I'm pretty clear about single until I find someone's going to be in partnership with me. But the reality is also, is there are certain things that I probably should give up, should sacrifice, whilst I'm still single, to be healthier. Thankfully, that list is very small now. But for many of us out there, we have these habits, these patterns, these things we get into, and routines, especially when we're single, that when we get into partnership, we wouldn't do. So why do we wait till then? Why sacrifice when we get to the partnership versus doing it when we're single? Now, could it be possibly that being in a committed relationship means we step up in our life? If that's the case, the question then is, do you not deserve that level of living when you're single? That one's a big one for a lot of people. They sort of realize that they'll step up and they'll dress up. It's like they'll put on their best, they'll put the best foot forward and dress up nicely to meet their partner in a relationship, but they won't do it for themselves when they're single. Something to think about. Because this is something that a lot of single people only do when they're getting ready for dates. Literally, they only dress up to go on dates. They don't dress up when they're single to go out and just be in the world. They don't take care of themselves in their own personal life, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, when they're single. They'll do it when they're looking for a date, when they're looking for a relationship, but they won't do those things when they're single. So the question is, what's their valuing of themselves when they're single? Do they value themselves differently when they're in partnership? This is a different spin, by the way, so that's not really as much the sacrifice as much as the realization of what people will not sacrifice and when people will sacrifice. So the question I'm putting out to you is, what will you sacrifice to be in a relationship? And the question also is, when will you sacrifice those things in or before a relationship? So these questions I want to leave you to think about. I'm not going to give you all the answers now. This time, no. You're on your own. But I would like to hear your answers in the comments below to respond with your clarity, your own decisions. What is it you'd really be willing to give up? One, to be authentically single and healthy in your single life. Two, to be more attractive to a partner if you're single, looking for a relationship. And three, what would you give up for a partner? And the question is, are those three things different? If they are, take a look at that. If they're all the same, that's going to be easy, relatively speaking, in terms of what they're about, because you can do them right now if you're single. See, I got you there. If you really wanted to be clear as a single person and use the same choices you make, single, dating, or in a relationship, you can do them now. Hint, hint. However, if there's a disparity between those three things and what you would choose to give up in these different places, you need to take a look at that, because you may be choosing a relationship as higher than your own life, and that isn't healthy, because that puts you in a codependent plan. And I'm not going to go into that conversation because that's one I've talked about many times before. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But the thing is, if you're choosing to have a healthy relationship, then why not choose to have a healthy single life as well before you get there? Now, if you're in a relationship already, by the way, What things have you given up for your partner? Were they good ones? As in, were they things that were worthy to sacrifice for the greater good of the relationship? Or did you sacrifice things you loved because you valued your partner more than your own life? Again, something to think about. Okay, I'm throwing lots of questions out there, so I'm looking forward to seeing your answers later, especially the replays, because a lot of people watch this in replay. This is it's a bigger, it's a bigger ball of string I'm unraveling right now than I was going to put on this talk, so I'm just letting these things percolate for you. I'm not going to do a long talk tonight, I've actually got commitments, but I wanted to get this idea on the table to provoke thought and response and conversation. What are you willing to sacrifice to be in a healthy relationship? What are you willing to sacrifice to be single? And what are you willing to sacrifice when you're dating that are different from each other, if they are? And if you're in a relationship, what have you sacrificed already? And what are you sacrificing to stay there? Is that good or is that bad? You choose. It's up to you. It's not up to me. But I'd like to hear your responses. So take that to heart and sit with that one for a while. Meditate on it, journal on it, write about it. Put some information, put some comments below. I appreciate that. I'd love to hear your feedback on this. Because for a lot of people, they don't realize what they're giving up when they get into a relationship that's actually hurtful for them. So, yeah, I'm not going to give you the answers to that. I've got answers brewing. I'm like, no, this is for you. So sit with that one. I'll get back to the answers. If you put comments below, I'll respond to them later on. And if you feel somebody should watch this, maybe an ex-partner of yours, please feel free to share this with them. And any groups who want to watch this in, I appreciate that too. And if you want to watch my other broadcasts, this is number 117. Yes, 117. Facebook Live about masculine and feminine polarity, relationships, choices, that sort of thing, including authentic living. And if you want to see the other ones, they're available on my business page on Facebook, which is my name, Barry Selby, but it's the business page with the blue shirt on. Or you can watch them on YouTube channel. A Message for the Masculine is my playlist under Barry Selby. In fact, all my social media is the same as my name. Or my website, which is barryselby.com, and you can click on the video blog to watch them there. So hopefully these will be speaking to you and helping you. And I do appreciate you taking care of yourself and really taking some of these things to heart. Some of these messages are really for you to have a healthier life. In fact, I'd like to think all of them are. Please take care of yourselves. You're needed on the planet just as much as everybody else is. And by taking care of yourself, you can influence and impact and be loving to other people as well. And that helps create world peace. Ooh, that was a big one. All right, I'm signing off. Food for thought. Please comment below and I'll talk to you later. I'll be back in tomorrow. I'll see you later. Bye.